Desert wildlife is super awesome because it just refuses to be stopped. Because they're already used to environments with really compact soil and almost no rain, they end up becoming kind of opportunistic, and anywhere they can take off, they do. Like these desert palafoxes, now that I know what I'm looking for, these things are everywhere. Obviously they do a lot better in soil, but these ones are punching through the concrete and still going to seed. And this is in the ruins of the parking lot / swimming pool area of the old Oasis, so there are places where they used to have soil and grew things. And because there's no more water or attendance, things like this desert needle grass have been able to grow. And this is so cute. I just love how floaty and bright it is, and it of course is right here next to a much larger one of these desert palafoxes. This is a truly incredible position for these plants to be in because it's right at the beginning of this stretch of dirt here where whatever they were planting isn't there anymore, and it's all kind of converted into this desert grassland meadow. And there's of course non-native desert plants in here too, like there's definitely puncture vine and non-native grasses, but there are also a lot of native ones, and that's able to facilitate a whole bunch of these little tiny local butterflies. In fact, considering it's a south-facing patch of soil that's being stabilized by these grasses, there's a really good chance there's an aggregation of solitary bees that lives in here too. There's also tons of these flat-crowned buckwheat plants just popping up out of the concrete all over this parking structure. Like, they do not care about asphalt. They will just happen. Now, it probably didn't punch up from under the asphalt alone, but either way, it's opened up a whole new access to soil for more of these plants. And as you can see, they are tenacious. There's almost a little forest here growing along the cracks here in the asphalt. It's amazing. Look how big this one is. And a lot of these desert wildflowers have seeds that can be dormant for a long time, so they've been waiting for this opportunity. And then back over in that little meadow, I did find a wild mesquite. Pretty sure it's local because it's got the 2 thorns growing here in the grass, so hopefully that'll help provide some nitrogen and boost that up. Then over here in what used to be a swimming pool, and I don't know how it got filled with dirt, maybe it just blew in on dusty winds, there's a really big yucca growing. And I don't think this was planted by the resort because it's still alive, but it's cool to see that it's gone to seed, produced fruits. It's even produced some young that didn't do as well, but it's produced some fruit. The birds around here have been able to eat it, the moths, the bats, and that's awesome. And then ironically, now that there is no more Oasis, this inside part that's a little bit better established as a microclimate has become an oasis. All these plants allowed to go to seed, the birds, the rabbits, everything's been able to come in and eat. There's pine needles and leaves and cones and seed shells all over the place. It's just really beautiful, actually. It's kind of become this unwitting sanctuary where even the non-native plants here are part of this choreography. And then, of course, they're falling back and the natives are replacing them. There's even some young of those yuccas from that swimming pool that must have fallen from seeds from the birds who bring them over to feed off them. And that's just awesome. And then just outside all that was this cute little desert marigold. And I just love these. They're so bright. They're so colorful. They've got these nice little, silver foliage things going on. I love them.